Oh, do I have a fucking story time for you. So this story actually takes place literally last night and like continuing this morning. So if you guys have watched my Get Ready With Me's, then you would know that like I'm talking to this guy. We're not like talking, but like I have a crush on him. Like I really like him. We've been hanging out for the past like 3 weeks. Like we've had sleepovers, hang out like twice a week, like whatever. During these 3 weeks, like he low-key gives me like bare minimum. Like he gives me like nothing. And he's not he's not boyfriend material at all. He literally told me he didn't want a relationship. But my dumbass is sitting here like, neither do I, like whatever. We can just like be whatever the fuck we are. I don't know. So we were planning last night for me to like sleep there and like come over, and he texted me at like 9:45 and saying come over, and I was like, okay, I'm on my fucking way. Like don't have to tell me twice. He lives 25 minutes away, by the way. So I was like, can I sleep there? He's like, yeah. So I was planning on sleeping over there and everything, and I drove 25 minutes to go see this kid. So I'm on the way and I'm a good 5 minutes away, and I text him, where should I park? Because last time I went there, I slept over there and I walked out in the morning, my car is gone. My car got fucking towed. He's like, oh my god, I thought you had a pass. And I was like, no, I didn't have a fucking pass because you didn't fucking give me one. Why would I have a pass? Anyways, I'm a little bit heated from that because that was a good $300 fucking dollars on the drain, but whatever. Anyways, so he responds to my text and goes, if you have a pass, right out front. Again, I don't have a pass. We've been over this. My car got towed last time because I don't have a pass. But I just say, I don't have a pass, so where? And he doesn't answer, and I'm like, okay. I get to his apartment and I text him, I'm here, like I'm here, and then once again, no answer. So I call him and I'm like, I like just answer the fucking phone, like let me in, hello. I'm literally sitting outside. I've been sitting outside for like 5 minutes at this point, and I'm getting irritated. I'm getting so annoyed. He doesn't answer the phone once again, and I call my best friend and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, this has never happened to me. This is like my biggest fucking fear. Like, what do I do? She's basically just telling me like, wait like 10 minutes, and if he doesn't answer, leave. And I was like, okay. So I'm like texting him and I said, I'm here whenever you want to answer, because like, oh my god, no way. Like, no way this is happening to me. So a good 10 minutes goes by and I'm just texting him and I just said, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, whatever. Because he's not going on Snap either. Like, he's not active on his phone. At this point, he hasn't been active in a good 20 minutes. So it's 10:35 at this point, and I've been waiting 15 minutes for this fucking kid. I get absolutely nothing. No answer, no, like, literally nothing. Like, he's not going on Snap. I'm like, okay, fuck this. I leave and I drive 25 minutes back home at like, I don't even know. I get home at like 11 at this point. So I get home around 11 and I'm literally thinking like, this is the worst kid ever. Like, you are an actual dick. Like, no way, you just made me drive almost half an hour and you don't answer. Like, fuck you. So all I text him is, I hope you know you just fumbled so fucking bad, because what the fuck? So it's around 11:15 at this point. In my head, we were just done. Like, if he wanted to text me in the morning, he could have done that, but I was gonna leave him open for like whatever. Like, I was not planning on texting him ever again. And I'm just sitting in my bed. I'm pissed off. I'm literally like, no way this just happened to me. Like, I literally just couldn't believe it. And then I get a text from his best friend. His best friend was actually asking me to hang out earlier in the day, and I was like, well, I didn't say anything. I was just like, well, like, I left him undelivered for a good like 2 hours, whatever. So his best friend texts me and goes, what are you doing? And I was like, shit. Shit. I was like, nothing. And then he goes, want to come over here? And I was like, yeah. Like, yeah, I do. But the thing is that he had a bunch of friends over there, and I was like, yeah, I'm not low-key gonna like come with all you and your friends. Like, no thank you. And I was just like, we can hang out a different night. And he goes, all right, that's fine. So, and I just go to sleep at this point. I'm literally like, what the fuck even is my life? Like, I genuinely don't know. I couldn't tell you. And then I get a call at like 1:15 in the morning. I'm fully asleep. Like, I'm passed out. And it's the kid's best friend calling me, and I don't answer, but I text him because he fucking woke me up, and he goes, come over. And I was like, I was asleep. He goes, come over. You can sleep here. Bro, I'm sleeping. Like, what? I just left him undelivered from that text. Like, he's literally still undelivered. I don't know how to reply to that now that it's literally 10 in the morning, but is it bad if I hang out with his best friend? Like, bro just did me this dirty. Like, I just don't care. So I wake up this morning and I get a text from that kid at 2:45. He texted me this. He sends 4 different chats and goes, oh my fucking god, I lost my phone. Leah, I'm so fucking sorry. What do you mean you lost your phone and you found it at 2:45 in the morning? Bitch, be so fucking for real. Like, do you think I'm stupid? I woke up and I left someone open right away. I was like, fuck this, I'm not entertaining this, I'm not. He knows I could actually fetch him out if I wanted to. I just, like, I don't want to put my energy into that because, like, just fuck you, I don't know. So he was on open, and then literally right before I started recording this Get Ready With Me, he texted me and goes, I'm so sorry. Good? Like, okay. I don't know. Is my crash out, like, valid? Like, is that valid? I just drove 50 minutes last night, like, total for this fucking kid for no reason. Like, I just wasted my gas money on you. Like, no. I'm all done with my makeup. I will update you guys later, of course, if anything happens. I'm literally going to work for the next, like, 6 hours. Should I text him back and just be like, you lost your phone, question mark? Like, I don't even know what to say at this point. But thank you guys for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you things that I've never told you before. So there's this girl I played a sport with in high school, and she always thought she was better than me. And at this sport, she 100% was better than me. I never claimed to be the best. She just thought she was above me and everyone else in general. When she graduated, she unfollowed me on Instagram, and so I blocked her. But the reason I was so fast hit block with this girl is she would make fun of my social media when I was just starting, when I was a senior in high school with all of her friends, which is very ironic because the story takes a turn. I have a pretty tough skin now after doing social media for 5 years, but something that always sticks with me is when I was literally like 17 years old, just a baby, trying to navigate TikTok and social media for the first time, and those people that I went to school with that made fun of me. I will never forget. So that. Anyway, so I'm at Miami. One day I get a text from her. Hey, Abby, it looks like you're having such a fun time at college, which I don't know how she's saying because she's blocked. I started this clothing company. I started this like sweatshirt line. I was wondering if I could send you a few sweatshirts in exchange for a post. What? Honestly, I'm so impressed by how bold she was to be able to reach out like that after like talking terribly about me in high school. So I remember I just sent her my media kit, which if you don't know, media kit is like your rates for posts. So I just like sent her a PDF of all my rates for TikTok and Instagram. She was also friends with my high school boyfriend, who you guys I've never ever brought him up on here just because our relationship was never on social media. It was before I did social media. I also found out different girl, one of my closest friends in high school, tried to hook up with my ex-boyfriend like right after we broke up, and I didn't find that out till like a year ago. That was crazy. Yeah, let me know if you guys want more story times.
It's finally time to expose everything that has happened at my high school with the people and the drama. We have a good bit to talk about. I have officially graduated high school, so now I can finally talk about everything that has happened. The first incident we're going to talk about is why we are no longer allowed to have our phones on us at school and why we have to put them in the door pockets. So basically, this kid filmed a you-know-what tape in the family bathroom of our school. I'm not going to name names, but I'm going to give you a little bit of background on these people. I'm pretty sure at this time the kid was a sophomore. He was also a major flirt and would flirt with me even though he knew I had a boyfriend. He also didn't just film a tape with one girl, he did it with one other too, and he might have done with more. I just know about that one girl. Well, those two girls. There were 3 people in the bathroom though, the guy doing it, the girl, and then the person filming. And keep in mind, we are a private Catholic school. I don't know if he leaked them, but the girls' pics also got leaked everywhere all over the school and in group chats. This is when stuff started going really downhill for them. Apparently her dad was trying to sue the boy for exposing her and doing that to her and filming it. This was so messy, the entire school literally knew about it. So here's what ended up happening. The girl didn't come back to the school for the rest of the school year, and then she also switched schools. The boy who did it was suspended for the rest of the school year as well. And then when he did come back, he was no longer allowed to have his phone either at the school or on school grounds. I'm not sure which. I'm pretty sure he did go back to my high school though the following year. I'm not too sure though. And then he ended up switching schools just like the girl did, so yeah. But anyways, guys, that's just one story of very many I can share from my school, but make sure you follow if you want more. Bye, guys!
Get ready with me while I tell you how I got severely grounded in 5th grade. Severely grounded is in I lost everything. Like all my privileges, all my social media, all my technology, everything that I loved, gone. So when I was in 5th grade, this was like 2019, the big thing was Omegle. And if you guys don't know what Omegle is, count your blessings. But basically it's an online chatting site where you can like talk to strangers or video chat with strangers. And I bet you can guess what some people on that site were trying to get at. It was basically just like guys preying on girls. So I had been on this site a few times on my own before, and obviously like my parents didn't know about it. They would have killed me if they did. So one night we're having this big like cookout barbecue at my house with all my friends and all my friends' parents. So my friend group is like me and 4 other girls, and they came over and we all got a little bored and we were like, okay, well, what do we want to do to pass the time? Well, my smart self was like, guys, let's go on Omegle. I was like, it'll be so much fun. Like, I've been on the site before. And there were a few people who were like a little wary of it, like 2 of the girls, and they didn't really want to do it. And so we were like, okay, you can just sit out. So me and 2 of my friends get on the site, and we didn't do like the video chatting or all. We just did the texting chat. At least we were smart enough not to do the video. So we made up this whole backstory that we were like living in like the Bahamas or something, and they were like, we were all like sisters, and like we were like getting caught in like a hurricane or something. Our house was like actively blowing away as we were like trying to talk to these guys, or the guy on the other end of the chat. So it took a few tries to get someone who would like actually stick. We got this one guy who like actually like stuck, and he was like listening to us rant about like over the text chat about like how our house is literally getting blown away and like all this stuff. Obviously the entire time like he's like, well, what clothes are you wearing? Like clearly he doesn't care that our house is getting blown away. But so we keep going with this, and we're like, okay, this is so fun, like we're having the best time, blah blah blah. And none of us thought like anything was bad with it. I also didn't realize that people can like track your locations on those sites. Like, so a little bit later, like starts getting really weird, and we start feeling that it's really weird. So we're like, okay, we're gonna cut this chat off. And we basically just end the chat, and then we go eat dinner and we talk with our parents, and like it's a whole thing. And everything's fine. And the 2 girls who sat out, they said they felt really, really weird about the situation, and they wanted to tell their parents about it. But we also knew that it was wrong, and so we were like, if you tell your parents about it, they're gonna tell our parents, and then we're all gonna be in trouble. So then we're sitting inside at our table, and our parents are sitting outside, like on our back porch. And one of my friends is like, hey, I'm gonna go talk to my mom. And we were like, you're not allowed to go talk to your mom right now because we know what you're gonna tell her. And she was like, no, I promise that's not gonna happen. Like, I'm just gonna go say hi. And she's like, yes, like I swear I will not tell them. Well, we watched her go out, and the first thing that she did was tell them that we were on Omegle and what we were doing. And her mom like turned around and like looked at us in the mirror, and we're all, or like through the glass door, and we're all like, because I was like, oh shoot, like we're busted. So obviously she goes and starts telling all the parents, and then we all get called into our guest bedroom, and we all have to like sit down and get this whole talk. But I didn't really understand like the danger of the situation, and I literally got like hounded because obviously like it happened under my roof and it was my idea. Everyone's parents were pissed at me. Like I think my friend's parents stopped liking me for like a hot minute. At that time I was literally just crying because they were like, you realize how much danger you put all of us in, your friends in, like your friends are now in danger. I was just like bawling my eyes out because like obviously like I didn't really understand the concept, but like I just knew that my friends were in danger, and like that's a horrible feeling to feel. Everyone eventually just goes home. The night now feels ruined. Basically, I lost every single social media that I had. I wasn't really allowed to go out that summer. I snuck TikTok on my phone. For like months and months, my parents didn't trust me. Like pretty much all throughout 6th grade, my parents like did not trust me. But it took so long to build up that trust because they were actually like terrified. So this is your sign not to use those creepy apps, especially if you're 10 years old. Okay, love you guys, bye.
Storytime on how my ex-best friend got with her twin brother after finding out that I liked him. So me and this girl were friends for like about 2 years, maybe almost 2 years. We were pretty close. A little almost to our 2 years, I started catching feelings for her twin brother. It was never anything weird though, because we all went to the same school, and I didn't go to her house, especially when he was over, because she had a rule that like her friends can't come over when her brother's there, so I never did, and I respected that. For context, this girl's like a really boy crazy girl. Like she'll get with anybody just to get with them. Basically just a major pick me and will do anything for boy attention. So yeah, I started catching feelings for her brother, but it was like a little crush at first, like it was nothing. But I knew once I started like getting an actual crush and I first sure knew like, yeah, I like him, I was going to tell her, because that's what you should do. A friend that I had at the time that was like really close with her twin brother came up to me and was like, hey, do you like so-and-so? How do you feel about so-and-so? My heart dropped, and I was like, oh, like he's cute. That's my best friend's twin brother, but like he's cute, like nothing like that. She was like, oh, well, he told me to come up to you, like he thinks you're cute and you guys should start texting. I told her like, I don't know, like that's my best friend's twin brother, like I gotta talk to her about it first. Also, let me say that a lot of people did not like this girl because how pick me she was, and she just wasn't really a good friend to other people. So all my other friends were like, girl, like do not worry about it, like you should add him on Snap, like text him. And I was like, you know what, okay, it's just Snap. So they talked me into it. So when I got home, I added him on Snap. At first it was like really nothing, it was just snaps, and then like a week later we started like texting a lot. As soon as we started like texting a lot, I knew like, okay, this is my time, I need to tell her that I like her brother, because I can't not tell her, because that's the right thing to do. If you like someone's brother, you should tell them immediately as soon as you know for sure. So one day we're hanging out at school, just us, and I tell her the news. I'm like, hey girl, like I like your twin brother, and it's okay if you don't like that, like I'll stop, but Stop talking to him. I just want to know like how you feel. Mind you, this was a very calm conversation and she literally blew up and was like, oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Why would you do that? I was trying to calm her down and I was telling her like, no, like I was told you liked me first. Like it was just snap. Like it was nothing that big of a deal. Like we were just snapping and we just started texting a little bit. Like I was just telling her everything. She didn't care. She was just still yelling really loud. And I told her, I was like, I immediately told you after I knew for sure that I liked him. Like I didn't mean to make you mad or anything. She told me, she was like, I can't believe you'd like my brother. Like that's disgusting. We're not friends anymore. I didn't mean to like betray her or anything. Like I still told her as soon as I knew for sure. So immediately after she left and the school day ended, she blocked me on every single thing and we haven't talked for like 3 weeks at this point. And I get a snap friend request from her. So I'm like, okay, let me just accept it. So I immediately get a snap and it's her and her brother and she's holding her brother like this, smiling, which was nothing like crazy, I guess. So I just snapped her back like a blank snap. And the next snap is a picture of her and her brother kissing. So, and I went on the chat and I said WTF and then she immediately blocked me. So we had school the next day. So I went to school and I told one of my friends, I'm like, guess what happened? So she immediately went up to her and she's like, yo, like you were kissing your twin brother? And she was like, yeah, I did. My brother did the same exact thing. Like they admitted to it and they did not care one bit that they're literally siblings. Twins, by the way. And the whole school immediately found out and then like a week later they left school and we haven't heard from any of them since. Literally no one has heard from them at all. So yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, that's my lore. So comment down below if you guys want more story times. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Thought it was time I tell you guys the most embarrassing story I have about myself, mainly so we can become closer and more bonded. This is a story that when I think about it every single time, like I cringe so hard. It happened all the way back in 6th grade. There was this guy that really liked me. He would go around telling other people that like we were gonna get married and just that he would want to have kids with me. Me and one of my friends, we were in the library one time and they had this little thing where you could sign your name, drop it in this box. Turns out we had an assembly and at that assembly we found out that the box was there to draw your names to go up in front of the entire school, literally the entire school. It would call your name and participate in something. I was a chubby little 4th grader. I was so freaking shy. Once I realized that like my name was probably going to be called, I was mentally preparing myself. I was like, okay, it can't be that bad. They called my name. I walked up in front of the whole entire school. Felt like I was gonna cry. I was so embarrassed. I was gonna be doing barrel racing. It was a full-size gymnasium. We were paired up with a partner from like a different grade. We had to barrel race around the entire perimeter of the gym. Because I was a chubby little 4th grader, I told the girl, you're getting on your hands and I'm pushing you. So we were in last place. We were slow. This is the worst day of my life. Like I'm in front of this whole entire school. I already was so self-conscious that I had to be up in front of the whole entire school. I was like, okay, I'll switch with you. Anything, I was just as bad as her, if not worse. It was so bad. Literally wanted to die and I was like, choo, choo, choo. Like I was going so slow. But that's not even the worst part. We got out early. We went to recess or something. I remember having my friends come up to me and just being like, Brooklyn, you did so good. And I was like, I know you're lying to me. Get out of my face. Some of them came up to me, like the guys that I was friends with, and they were like, Johnny, let's say, the kid that liked me at the time. I don't remember what it was, but they said something like, that's my baby, or that's my girl, or like, that's my future wife, or like, I love her. Something along those lines, telling me all this while everyone was coming up to me being like, good job. At that point, I was so fed up with it. I was so embarrassed of myself. I was so embarrassed of the situation that he liked me and he said all those things, and I'm pretty sure I started to cry, like in front of everyone. That's my most embarrassing story. I wanted to share it with you guys because we got to be more connected. I hope you guys liked it. It was horrible, but I love you guys all and hope you have a great rest of your day.